This month's local market update is going to be a little bit different. Rather than letting your eyes glaze over with all of the numbers, I'm going to tell you what we're really seeing here in the Oklahoma City Metro. Hey friends, I'm Melissa Branson with Chamberlain Realty, and headlines terrify more than they clarify. So let's try to clarify some of what we're hearing. Okay, first thing is, are we still seeing multiple offers? Well, the short answer is yes. However, the National Association of Realtors released a statistic that said that nationwide in July, there was an average of 2.5 offers on each house. You know, that's amazing news because in the springtime, I was writing offers where we were one of 25 or more. So it's definitely calmed down, making it a more manageable market for buyers, except for where we're still seeing some multiple offers. And this tends to be really anything between the 200,000 and under. You know, in these price points, we're still running the risk of multiple offer situation, and that's tricky because that price point is typically where our first-time home buyers are trying to enter the market, but we can still be strategic and help them write terms that can get the deal done. But the good news is that we're just not seeing the same level of competition at those higher price points. Okay, the next thing is, how about those mortgage rates? You know, I looked this morning and we've crept up a little over 6.5, which is terrible news for anybody that's been in the market the last few years and has seen these really low interest rates. So what can we do to combat that? Well, again, the headlines are making it seem a little bit worse than it actually is. I looked at the chart this morning comparing mortgage rates from a few months ago on a purchase with low interest rates to a mortgage payment right now with higher interest rates. And that mortgage payment right now was actually lower. So how is that possible? Well, there are a couple of things that factor into that. Number one is the buyers are not paying $50,000 over on a house. So the sales price is automatically lower, which creates a lower monthly payment. Number two is we're not having combat all those competitive terms. A couple of months ago, buyers were paying all kinds of typical sellers' closing costs. And that's just not happening on most houses right now. So you're saving money there. And then number three is that there's a buy down option with lenders. And so this means that you might spend a little bit more money up front and you buy down your interest rates, saving you money over time. Now, I know what you're thinking, you know, it's more money out of pocket. However, in this comparison, again, of how much money you're bringing out of pocket, it's still lower than what we were seeing a few months ago. You know, the key to all this is the conversation with your lender. I'm referring all of my buyers to my lender partners to give them all of the scenarios and see what's the best fit for them. There are ways to get around what's happening right now. Okay, the next thing is, are housing prices crashing? You know, we've all seen it. I think I see it every single day, and they're just not. So here in the Oklahoma City Metro, housing prices aren't crashing. We're not seeing any depreciation. We're just seeing less appreciation. And that's because we're not seeing the same multiple offer situations. So we're still pricing houses very similarly to what we were pricing in the springtime. We're just not seeing multiple offers that are driving that up. So the normal national average appreciation rate is 3.8%, and we were seeing about 20%. It's just not realistic and sustainable. All we're seeing now is the rates start to come back down to a more standard appreciation rate. However, they're still not there yet. So what does all of this mean right now? Well, it's still a great market for sellers. I've been saying this for months and it still holds true. Sellers think it's not as good of a market because they're not getting multiple offers and their houses typically aren't selling in 1 to 3 days. But it's still an amazing market. Housing prices are great. Time on the market is still really low, and it's just a good time to sell. So on the buyer side, despite high interest rates, it's also a better market because you're not having to come in with all those crazy competitive terms that we were seeing a few months ago. So there are strategies on both sides, whether you're buying or you're selling, and I would love to chat with you about both. My contact information is below, and you can call, text, or email me, and let's chat about your strategy in this market. As always, I would love to serve you. I'm Melissa Branson with Chamberlain Realty, making home dreams a reality. Let me guide you home.